come 10 years from now, this game has never been ported, remade, whatever, guaranteed that's going to be a highly sought after money title there. It's on 360 also. Same with Killer's Dead, but you gotta lean PS3 for collectability. It's just the way it goes. A couple Genesis shooters. I feel like Genesis rare sub $200 shmups like this in excellent shape should not be sold. Let's just put it that way. These do not get sold. These get held on to. If you're into collecting Genesis, you know the struggle right now. You want a manual, and you want that manual to be decent. At the worst, you want it to be decent. You're willing to take a few little nicks and bends. Cover art, you don't want too much fraying and that rough, cover art kind of slipped out of the case and got all beat up. You don't want that. So you try to hold out for that right copy, and man, Genesis is getting difficult, but it's not getting too pricey. Some people would probably disagree, but it really isn't. We haven't seen this stuff explode. I think Genesis high ends could explode. So I guess my advice would be, if you're into Genesis and you're feeling uncertain, maybe I can help you with that feeling of confidence, because anytime you take an action in life, especially when it's costly, you want to do it with confidence. So that's my nod of confidence. That one. Operation Darkness, kind of a controversial game as far as the content goes. Subject matters World War II. It got Hitler in it. For that reason that this game did not come out in PAL territories. It's exclusive to Japan in Japanese, and then the only English version is the NTSC North American Atlas published, only for 360. Fire Emblem clone. Deals with, it's a fantasy take on like an alternate universe of World War II where the Nazis are all vampires and werewolves are the good guys. It's like Twilight. This is Fire Emblem Twilight Hitler edition. How cool is that? Real hard to find. I've bought into this title, so I'm not gonna let this game ever sell for less than 30. That sounds fucking terrible, doesn't it? If it's on eBay, like, it's not gonna be there for less than 30 because I'd rather have it. God, that sounds so shitty. I need to get out of this business. Just be aware. Maybe check. Maybe if for whatever reason you looked at those and go, ooh, and just be aware. Maybe check eBay, see what they're at now, and kind of keep tabs on it because, just be aware. There's my favorite on the Wii. Be aware. Absolutely fantastic 3D beat 'em ups here. Obviously 32-bit era, so very jaggy polygons, very very PS1 feel to it, but great soundtrack and just total raw 1998 kind of vibe to it. And then this is just the most polished 3D beat 'em up I've ever seen and experienced. So two to look into if you're into the beat 'em up genre. The very obscure 3D beat 'em up genre. Don't see too many 3D beat 'em ups that ever did it right, Did a good job. Just one to be aware of. Very scarce. One to be aware of. It's Capcom. It's considered a Pokemon clone as far as the interface goes, but with a very different battle system. Capcom Metal Walker. If you see it card only, it's going to be a black cartridge. I recommend, as far as value-based collecting, and also gaming-based collecting. These are all great games, but the Etrian Odyssey series, um, fantastic visuals, music, almost like that Wii game Fishing Resort. Like this is just a chill experience. Like it puts you in a good place, man. Maybe you're an insomniac and you need something to calm your mind down at the end of the night, man. Etrian Odyssey could do it. I used to love playing Etrian Odyssey back when I was in the military. Play it before bed. So they've all picked up steam the last few years. Like it's become a very collectible series. But still, I feel like the 3DS versions are they all have a lot of potential to climb in value. The DS one's kind of pricey. I think Part 3 gets very pricey. I don't want to give you a take on that. It could go up, could come down, but I think you really can't go wrong with any of the 3DS ones in any format. You know, if it's card only, just the case CIB, or full whatever edition CIB, I think any one of those, if you can get it for, if you can find them today and pay a fair price, I think you'll be good in a couple of years. You'll enjoy the game and you'll be able to get rid of it for more than what you paid. Rando right there, but full set N64 is kind of coming to a head where people are, it's at the peak of where it'll ever be as far as most people right now are, I can't even fucking, what am I trying to say here? There's more people now right in this very moment that are like 10, 15 carts to go. And they're just feeling it, you know, and it's the same stupid titles, you know, so they're starting to get hot. I don't have much of a take on Syndicate Wars, just Metal Jesus potential. This is one that has that Metal Jesus for me. As soon as Metal Jesus sees this, he's gonna say, oh, I gotta add that in my top 10. So, Metal Jesus potential, Syndicate Wars. It is if you're familiar with the company Bullfrog, they did games like Dungeon Keeper and Populous, really good real-time strategy games back in the mid-90s. This was a great one too. So it's the only console release was PS1. Good game. So cheap. It's like 20, 15, 20. Space Jam 2 is coming out with LeBron James next year, and I guarantee you all things Space Jam OG from 1994, 1995, whenever. Michael Jordan, old windbreaker jackets of Space Jam shoes, Space Jam anything is going to be on fire. So how stupid collecting goes. You know, you've seen it before. It's something like this, man. Something like this gets a reboot. So anyways, PS1, it's common. See them get listed all the time. Pick it up for less than $15 for a nice CIB copy. And what's going to happen is when Space Jam 2 comes out, this game's going to roar up to like 40, 50, 60, and then just start trickling down hardcore, kind of like when Kobe died, all the Kobe games. So it'll be almost like Michael Jordan died. But he won't. But one day he will die. That's a fact. One day you're going to die. One day I'm going to die. One day he's going to die. Yeah, we all die. That sucks, man. Sorry to get all depressing about that, but like Michael Jordan's not really gonna die, but the old price point for this game of $15, that's gonna die, and it'll become $40. And then one day Michael Jordan will really die, and this game will shoot up again, and then it'll come back down. Alright, I'm just gonna end it on that. I went full retard. Have a good day, you guys.